Orchard Park, New York, coming to you live. Everyone has brought their raincoats for this one as the Buccaneers get set to take on the Bills. And the captains are out there ready for the coin toss. They're lined up for the kickoff, so let's get today's game started. Bryant is just about ready to kick this one away.
Johnson back deep to return.
From the 1. Hold on, we've got a penalty on the play. Let's check it out.
On the receiving team.
A team has to show discipline and execute properly out there. If they don't, they'll find it's much harder to overcome the other team and get a win.
John, the forecast calls for rain throughout the game, so I'm sure we're going to see a lot of turnovers today.
I was watching both of these teams during warm-ups, and I saw guys slipping and sliding all over the place. It's not going to be easy for the offense, that's for sure.
Buchanan is there for the tackle. John, he didn't have enough time to set his feet.
But he still got away a pretty good throw. He's one of those guys who really doesn't lose a lot on his throws when they force him to move around in the box. He's always in pretty good throwing position, even on throws off his back foot like that.
Pressure coming, going for 6. He's there for the catch. Great catch for the touchdown.
Yeah, he's a veteran receiver, and he knows how to get open in the end zone.
This might be a good challenge by the coach.
The call on the field is questionable. They're going to review it, and this one might get reversed.
It appeared he did a great job of keeping his balance along the sidelines.
Yeah, and the only question is, did he step out? That's what I think they're looking for in the booth.
Incomplete pass. There is no touchdown on the play.
So the coach looks a lot smarter after getting the play reversed in his team's favor.
Hey, if you can get a call like that changed, then it's worth the risk of losing a timeout.
So it's 2nd and 10.
On the 46-yard line.
Nothing. They don't get nothing.
Lynch, the lone back.
Watch that screen. Here we go.
Looking for the long completion. He went up there, he got it. Buchanan is there for the tackle. And a flag on the play. This one, I think, is on the defense.
Pass interference on the defense. Number 31, first down.
So he pays for his aggressiveness.
Yeah, the defender needs to make sure that he doesn't make too much contact with the receiver on plays like that. The officials aren't going to stand for it today.
Let's go, boys.
Lynch, the lone back.
What's the hard count?
With the throw, broke it up. Was his intended target. Buchanan was there on the coverage.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 14-yard line.
Come on. Let's go.
The Buccaneers line up in a 4-3. Throwing. This pass is incomplete. Was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
Intended receiver on the play. 3rd and 10. Ball on the 14-yard line.
Nickelback in this time. With the throw. Complete from the wide receiver. Touchdown, Buffalo.
The quarterback went through his progression and found a receiver that he thought had the best chance to haul it in for the score.
Bell comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good. Great job moving the ball down the field for a touchdown on their first possession.
I really like the way these guys came right out after you on offense. They made the right calls, executed properly, and put that one right in the end zone.
SQ back deep to return.
This one is handled by Askew.
It's still early in the game, but you got to think the coach wants his guys to make a statement by scoring some points in this drive.
Ball on their own 25.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Knock him out. Let's go. Here we come.
Buffalo comes out in a 4-3.
Danny.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Gets rid of it. Number 28 comes up to make the play at the 38-yard line. John, he's proven he's a consistent target.
Yeah, especially in situations where they're looking to get first down yardage.
Go make a play. Yeah, you see me.
The Bills with a four-man front. Hand it off to the back. Number 97 is there for the tackle at the 42-yard line.
It's important to pound the defense with a run. Sooner or later, they're going to bend.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
Go right. Here we go. All on us, y'all.
The Bills come out in a nickel package.
Quick shoot. Let go. Watch the snap down.
Drops back. Gets rid of it. He hits his receiver. McGee is there on the stop at the 47-yard line. God, he has such a quick release, and the ball is out before anybody knows what's happening.
That makes it hard for him to be sacked, and it gives the defender less time to react.
One back. Get it started. Stay both now.
The Bills with a four-man front.
Let's go. Champion. All day, baby. Come on.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Gets the pass off. Right on target to the wide receiver. Hilliard didn't have much room to do anything with that ball.
Yeah, they had the coverage, and they made the sure play instead of trying something fancy, like going for a pick.
38-yard line.
Yeah, let's go, baby. Yeah, go.
The Bills line up in a 4-3. Number 52 comes up to make the play at the 35. They only needed a yard or so to convert, and that's just what he got. Ball on the 35-yard line.
They soft, man.
Using three linebackers. Gave it off. Number 28 is there for the tackle at the 29.
Gain of 6.
Running the ball consistently is the first step in creating a balanced attack.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Watch your man. Bring it up. Bring it up.
The Bills line up in a 4-3.
We like to practice rules. Here we come. Turn it up now. Get it started. Come on.
Looking for room. Number 52 comes up to make the play at the 26.
This team's always trying to get a good mix of run and pass plays.
Third down here as they try to get it inside the 25-yard line to convert. The Bills with a four-man front. Put this one in the air, trying to convert. Gets rid of it. Goes up, makes the catch. Ellis is there on the stop. They convert for the first down on that throw.
They ran the perfect play to get those couple of yards. Give this one a try.
And this is the ninth play of this drive. Down inside the 15.
Everything you got.
Buffalo goes with a four-man front. Denny is there for the tackle at the 17.
I tell you, the quickest way down the field is straight ahead. Going outside, dancing around and all that stuff, that's not going to help you move the ball.
Blue down.
So they're inside the 20. Need to get a touchdown. Comes up to make the play at the 12. Graham takes the handoff on the counter, picking up 5. And this is the 11th play of this drive. They're inside the 15.
Danny.
I'm coming through, baby. Buffalo lines up in a 4-3. Tosses it right. Flags are down, and this one appears to be on the offense. And they'll score. Touchdown.
Holding on the offense. Number 76.
It goes against the offense, takes away the touchdown. And they'll be looking at a 3rd and long now after the penalty backs them up.
Let's go.
Buffalo comes out in a 4-3.
Come on. Clear.
It's a blitz. Throws it.
Go.
They'll knock him out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Caught, but no short of the first, so they'll probably attempt a field goal here. This Bryant lines up to attempt a 29-yard field goal. And the field goal attempt is good, just inside the upright. Matt Bryant makes good on the short field goal attempt after the offense drives it into the red zone.
They had everything clicking at first and kind of sputtered out, but they still get points.
Bryant in to kick this one off.
Johnson back to return.
From the 2. Defense looks to rebound after that last effort when they allowed a touchdown.
The Bills will start the drive at the 22-yard line. 1st and 10.
Lynch, the lone setback on the call. Great fake. Hit and sack.
And this defense does what it takes to bring down the quarterback.
On the
You've
play.
got the outside rush, the inside rush, and they have all the right moves.
Ball on the 16-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Set. Hot. I'm open.
With the throw. He has it. Wilson brings him down. Now they convert on 2nd and long. It's a first down.
Yeah, when you have that kind of pass protection and a clear field of vision, then you can put everything into the throw and usually make it accurate and on time.
Only one man back.
We're coming to red.
Going to the air on first down. Looking deep to the right. It's caught. Barber is there on the stop. Another pass for a big completion.
They're just invading the defense right now. They've found their Achilles heel.
After 1 quarter of play, the score is 7-3. Bills.
7. Tampa Bay. 3.
And we're ready to start the second quarter. They need 7 yards for a
Ball on the
touchdown.
7-yard line.
Stay posted up. Set. Hot.
Receives the handoff. This one is spotted at the 4. Lynch takes advantage of a little daylight, picks up 3 yards. 4 more yards to the end
Ball
zone.
on the 4-yard line.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
Only one man in the backfield. Kicked it off to the back. Can't pull him down. Touchdown. He had one man bounce off him, then took it in for the score.
Yeah, and if you're a defender getting bounced, that's not a good thing.
Bell comes in for the extra point. The extra point attempt is good.
Football is all about trusting your teammates to make good decisions out there in the heat of the battle. When you can do that, everybody starts firing on all cylinders, and you can come up with drives like the one we just saw.
Back deep to return.
A mistake by the kicker on that one.
Kickoff, out of bounds, number 9. First down.
Penalties and takeaways are just as big a factor in some games as effective offense. The team that stays mistake-free usually wins the game.
Hey, watch that screen.
The Bills line up in a 4-3.
Turn it up, D.
Dead ball. Let's start on the offense. Number 76, still first down.
Number 76 was flagged for the false start.
False starts are kind of frustrating because they're really easily avoided by just maintaining focus.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
The Bills come out in a dime package.
Get some swat going. Good shoot.
Going to the air on first down. Gets the pass off. Greer picks it off. The defense was right there to intercept the throw.
Well, we talked about it earlier. It's a little more difficult to pass in conditions like these. But you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They created some pressure up front. They were right in the right position to make the pick and didn't miss it.
Get it up.
The Bucs with a 4-man front. The blitz is on. Looking for something long. He made the catch. Touchdown, Bills. The blitz was ill-timed, and it cost them 6 points.
As an offense, they handled that perfectly. They picked up the pressure, the receiver got just enough separation, and the quarterback put that ball where it had to be to get him in the end zone.
Lindell comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good. That's why defenses have so much trouble against this ball club. It took just one play to score.
Yeah, I've heard of a no-look pass in basketball. That was a no-look touchdown. The defense didn't see it coming.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Askew back to return.
Sends it sailing. This one is handled by Askew. The Buccaneers need to rebound quickly as they start this drive at the 37-yard line.
They'll take over at the 37-yard line. First and 10.
One back. Come on. Let's go, man.
The Bills with a 4-man front. Garcia sends a man in motion. Might have been early movement up front.
Dead ball. Ball start on the offense. Number 76, still first down.
Number 76 moved a little early there.
Yeah, the rule for the offensive line is once you put your hand down, you can't move until the ball snaps.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Do something. Hey, let's go one deep.
The Bills come out in a nickel package. A little misdirection. Midfield. The back breaking free. The 30, the 20, the 10. He gets all the way in for the touchdown. An incredible run to get him into the end zone. Bryant comes in for the extra point. The extra point attempt is good.
Big players make big plays, and that scores touchdowns. Give some credit to the linemen out there. They're the biggest guys in the field, and without them, no one gets into the end zone.
Johnson back deep to return.
He got all of that one. From the 2. The defense gave up a touchdown on the last series.
Keep the defense guessing. Don't forget to use misdirection and play action to keep them off balance on passing down.
The Buccaneers line up in a 4-3. Throwing. He hits his receiver. Hayward is there for the tackle at the 40. They completed the pass for a first down.
And they did it against the cover, too. So the quarterback found a soft spot, and he got it in there.
So they have first and 10 here.
Regular. Play hard and fast, baby.
Lynch, long setback.
Come on.
With the throw, and he makes the grab. They'll knock him out of bounds at the 44. So they get 2 first downs on their last 2 plays.
And they're getting it done by seeing the whole field and taking what the defense gives them.
Pass play here on first down. Gets the pass off, and he dropped it.
All he can do is look at his hands and wonder what the heck happened.
Receiver on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Stay at home. Here we go. So we're going to take it. Let's go.
Looking upfield. Black comes up to make the play at the 35-yard line.
You can't have a good running attack without blocking. But blocking alone won't get you what you need. You got to have a back who can find the holes when they're there.
This is it, baby. Let's do our thing.
So the quarterback runs with it and ends up going nowhere.
Loss of 4 on the play.
They'll have to get a lot of leg into this one. The veteran connecting for the field goal.
Not every drive is going to get you a touchdown, so getting 3 was big. Now they got to go over what worked and what didn't, so the next drive will get them a TD.
Lined up for the kickoff. Askew back deep to return.
He kicks a low line drive from the 10.
Now you start to look around and you figure, who are the go-to guys? The guys who can respond and get this game close again.
The
Ball on their own
Buccaneers
30.
will start the drive at the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Only one man in the backfield. Blitz is coming. And it's caught. Big opening. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Jeff Garcia just has a feeling where rushers are coming from. He knows how to buy time, and then he can make the throw.
Bryant comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good. And, John, we were talking at the beginning about the quick strike capability. That's exactly what we were talking about. One play, one touchdown.
I'm not surprised at all by that play. You got a chance to stick it to the other team, you're going to stick it to them. And that's what they did on that play.
From the 5-yard line. Spins away. Flags are down, and this one appears to be on the offense.
Holding on the receiving team. Number 41.
Run the football. A good running game will really open up the pass.
The Bills will start the drive at the 9-yard line. First and 10.
The Bucs line up in a 4-3. Hands off to the tailback. Adams is there for the tackle. And the 15 left runs it through the middle, a gain of about 6.
Second and 5. Ball on the 15-yard line.
Only one man back. Hand it off. Wilson comes up to make the play. At the 30. Beautiful run.
You know, that's exactly how you handle a team that likes to blitz. You run the ball right at him, right there, and then right through him.
Only one man in the backfield. Takes off. Room to run. The 40. And he steps out of bounds. At the 44. Using his feet, he scrambles for a nice gain.
You know, that's what your quarterback has to be able to do. When everything else breaks down, he can run and pick up a first down.
The Buccaneers with a 4-man front. Eugene Wilson looks fresh out there. He's been in on 5 tackles.
He's really getting it done out there. I talked to the offensive coordinator this week, and he told me that he was going to be an important part of this offensive game plan.
And we've reached the 2-minute mark here in the first half.
46-yard line.
Watch the play.
The Bucs line up in a 4-3.
Will. Here we come.
They give it to the halfback. The 30. And a fumble. The Buccaneers pick it up. John, that ball just popped right out.
Yeah, he's not the most cautious ball carrier there is. He tends to carry it loosely, and that's why you see him fumble so many times.
Ball on their own 28.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
What's the hard count? Come on.
Buffalo using 3 linebackers. With the throw. And this pass is completed.
That was a heck of a throw. The ball had to be in the one spot and the only spot where it could be thrown.
First and 10.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Campbell, you gotta have it, D. Block.
The Bills line up in a 4-3.
No stop. That's all.
Carry it.
Let's go. Be good.
Play action. Unleashes the deep ball. He's there for the down. McGee is there for the tackle at the 16-yard line.
I like the hurry up here. It's a change of pace, and it's a way to get the defense uncomfortable.
Pass on first down. Pumps once. Closing in. Gets the pass off. Is there on the stop. That's 3 times on this drive. They've been able to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and the thing is, they'll be doing more than just picking up first down if this success continues. They'll be picking up some points.
Throws one up in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Joey Galloway is one of those guys you better give a cushion to, because if you play him up tight or you try and jam him and you miss him, it's 6 points.
That Bryant comes in for the point after, which will knot it up.
The
The point after
attempt
is good. 2 consecutive touchdowns has tied this game up.
This team has a lot of character. Even when you have them down by 2 or 3 scores, a lead is never safe. You got to be careful because they can make the big plays on offense, defense, and special teams.
Good kick should be returnable. From the 5. Johnson is able to get him to the 29. So they have 1st and 10 here.
On the 29-yard line.
I'm coming through, baby.
The Bucks with a 4-man front. They're kind with the blitz. Steps up, fires this one deep. He made the tackle. Eugene Wilson has played sideline to sideline today.
What they're doing here is keeping the defense from huddling up. It keeps the same defense on the field.
So low! So low! Let's go, dude. Hey! Watch the ball!
The blitz is on. Trying for the end zone before halftime. Touchdown, Bills. Johnny didn't let the pressure phase him. What a play.
I'll tell you one thing. It was an all-or-nothing play for the defense. They knew if they didn't get there, they could be in trouble in the secondary.
Dell comes in for the extra point. The point after is good. Buffalo jumps ahead by a touchdown.
Buffalo is lined up with a kickoff. Eskew back deep to return.
This one is handled by Askew. Let's see if they can have the same sort of success on this possession that they had on their last, picking up a lot of yardage through the air on their way to a score.
The
Ball on their own
Buccaneers
30.
will start the drive at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
Will. You coming around?
The Bills with a 4-man front.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's go.
They'll bring the blitz. Gets rid of it. Complete to the wide receiver. The 28 comes up to make the play. At the 32-yard line. Not a whole lot on that one.
That's what bringing a blitz will do. It'll force you to make the throw before you want to. You're just lucky he didn't throw it to the other team.
Buffalo using 3 linebackers.
Let's go. Watch this. Let's go now.
Throws it. And he hits his target. The Bucs call a timeout. They have 1 timeout left. That completion will give him 200 yards passing.
1st and 10.
Ball on their own 46.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Check it.
Only 1 man in the backfield.
Watch your man.
Pumps once. Throwing. Incomplete as the defender knocks it away. He barely got that one off.
Yeah, it wasn't a sack. What it did was make the quarterback adjust his throw, and it messed up his rhythm.
Get some slot going. Watch the play.
Buffalo lines up in a 4-3.
All right, now.
Under pressure. But a hit on the quarterback.
With a full complement of speed and bull rushes, this defense could really put the pressure on, especially when they blitz. What you have to do is read the play quickly, recognize the blitz, and get it out of there to your hot receiver quickly. You can't take too long to get it out of there.
The Bills call a timeout. They have 2 timeouts remaining.
Silver, 35.
Parrott is the deep return man. And so the punt goes out of bounds. And a great punt that goes out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
Yep, he hit that one just the way he wanted to. Now they've got him pinned almost in the end zone.
Stay take both left. Come on. Watch the snap down.
Still taking it.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
So after the first 2 quarters of play, the score is 31-24. Bills.
31. Tampa Bay. 24. We're ready to begin the third
Bell
quarter
is
of
back
play.
and ready to put this one in the air. This one is fielded by Askew. Askew is able to get it to the 35-yard
on the
line.
return.
Clearly, the weather was going to have a big impact in this one, and so far we've had 2 turnovers in the game.
The
Ball on their
Buccaneers
own 35.
will start the drive at the 35-yard line. First and 10.
They'll go from the I formation. Here comes the blitz. Fumble, loose ball. The Buccaneers pick up the fumble. Ball is loose in the backfield, but the offense is able to jump on it first.
Whoa, got lucky that time. That's a real heads-up play. This play might work.
Second and long. Ball on the 24-yard line.
Back it up, baby. Here we go, baby. Rock and roll.
The Bills come out in a nickel package with the pass. He had a shot, but couldn't come up with it.
There's not one wide receiver who can ever claim that he's never dropped a pass. It's just part of the game.
Third and long. Ball on the 24-yard line.
Check it. From the start, from the start. This
The
too
Bucs
easy.
come out in the bunch formation.
They don't get nothing.
Troop in motion. Blitz is coming with the throw. Right on target to the wide receiver. The receiver with a lot of open room. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Here's another touchdown pass. His 3rd of the game. Matt Bryant comes in for the point after, which will knot it up. The point after is good. Great opening drive that ends with the touchdown.
You know, this might be one of the best coaching staffs for making halftime adjustments. They always seem to be one step ahead.
Tampa Bay.
Bryant
is lined
comes in
up
to
with
kick
the
off.
Johnson back deep to return.
From the 1. Johnson almost broke that one. He takes it back to the 41-yard line.
First and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Go low. Go low. We like a
The Bucs come out in a 4-3. Here they come. With the throw. Phillip Buchanan picks it off. The rain continues to fall, and there's a lot of drama every time they drop back to pass.
And earlier we talked about the effect it would have. Good teams always seem to play well regardless of the weather. These guys are going to have to really focus to prevent that kind of thing from happening again.
Let's go, boys.
Buffalo comes out in a 4-3.
Come on. So we going to take it. Everything you got.
Hands it off. Number 52 is there for the tackle at the 45.
The best backs in the league average 4 to 5 yards a carry. But there are a lot of things that go into a successful running game. You got to have good play calling, good blocking up front, and a back that can take advantage when he sees the open.
Let's go. Be physical.
Buffalo comes out in their nickel package.
Watch your eyes. Be careful. Here we go.
Hunts throwing. Good push by the defensive line, forcing the incomplete pass.
He hung in there. He didn't really have the time that he needed to make the play. The quarterback has to know who his outlet guy is and get the ball to him when he feels that pressure coming.
Watch this.
The Bills with a four-man front. Tosses it right. Number 20 comes up to make the play. At the 47, the third down run comes up short, so we should see a punt here. Nothing happening for the offense there, forced into a 3-and-out. And this will be a touchback. Ball on their own 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
It's showtime, baby. Get it started.
The Bucks line up in a 4-3. The rush is on. Gives this one a ride to the left. It's caught. Buchanan is there for the tackle at the 38-yard line. He picks up more yardage with that completion and now has almost thrown for 300 yards.
First and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line.
All right, let's go. Hey, let's go.
Only one man back. Going to the air on first down. Getting some air under this one, looking for his man deep. Hurdles through. Touchdown, Bills. They put up 6 points by beating the coverage.
Well, the cover 2 works well because it eliminates options. At that time, the quarterback made a quick read, and he got it off quickly.
Dell comes in to attempt the point after. The point after is good. Buffalo has a 1-touchdown lead now.
Buffalo is lined up with the kickoff. SQ back deep to return.
Should be a return here. From the 9. The offense couldn't get anything going on their last drive, going 3-and-out.
The Buccaneers will start the drive at the 34-yard line. First and 10.
Over swing right.
Buffalo using 3 linebackers. With a counterplay. Kenny is there on the stop at the 34.
He has a fast first step. He can explode through the hole, but he needs a line to create that little crease or cutback lane to break free.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Here we go.
Troop moves in motion.
Watch the run. Let's go, D.
Looks like somebody got off the line a little early.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. Number 77, still second down.
Here's a good defense for this situation.
Now second and long after the
Ball
penalty.
on the 29-yard line.
Watch screen. All on us, y'all.
The Bills with a 4-man front.
Today.
Drops back. Rolling. A little off target, but boy, he's really carving up his defense. He's now over 300 yards passing. It's first and 10.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
Garcia using split back.
Let going.
Hand off to the tailback. They'll spot this one at midfield. So that tackle now gives him 4. Graham
on the
runs
carry.
it through the middle, a gain of about 6.
On the play.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Yeah, you see me. Knock him out. Everything you got. It's on. Let's go.
He tucks it away. They'll go with the play fake. With the pass, Wilson is there for the tackle at the 24. He brings it in for a big gain.
Almost every wide receiver gets better at running routes as they get older. And this guy's no exception.
The Bills come out in a nickel package.
Get me going. Hey, let's go.
Throws it. Rear is there on the stop at the 13. Hold on, we've got a penalty on the play, and let's check it out.
On the offense, number 72.
They'll get him for holding here.
I didn't really see a hold on that one. That could be one of those phantom calls.
First and long. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bills line up in the quarter defense.
Blue down.
Here on first down. With the throw. It appears they've gotten someone for holding on the play.
Holding on the offense, number 77.
Is called for holding.
Holding happens on almost every play. It just depends on whether the official sees it and decides to call it.
It'll be first and long here after the penalty backs them up.
From the start.
Nickelback in this time. Pressure with the pass. This one falls incomplete. So, second down upcoming.
Receiver on the play. Second and long. Ball on the 44-yard line.
The Bills come out in a 4-3. The rush is on. Sacked. They brought the house on that play, John, getting in there to bring him down.
And when you bring that many guys, you better get it there before he throws it. Because if he can get it to one of those receivers, a lot of times it's 6 points.
They're looking now at third and long after the center.
Bring it.
Let's go. Here we go. I'm coming through, baby.
They jumped early and got
Encroachment, number 93. Still third
so he's
down.
called for encroachment.
Yeah, he jumped early and touched an offensive player, and that forces the officials to blow the whistle.
The 14-yard line is where they have to go to pick up the first down.
Hold the look.
Only one man back. Drops back with a deep throw to the right side. It's going the other way. Garcia has that one picked off.
The ball and the defender and the receiver all got there at the same time.
The offense gets ready to go following the interception. Only one man back. They give it to the halfback. Hayward comes up to make the play at the 18. Gain of a hand.
5-yard gain on the play.
Ball on their own 18.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
Only one man in the backfield.
Let's go, boys. So we're going to take it.
Blitz is coming. Pressure coming. Brings it down, looking to run. Hovan takes him down at the 20. Brought it down and ran with it, but couldn't find any room.
And that's a good play by the defensive unit. They let the play develop, and they were right there to bring him down when he decided to run.
So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the Bills ahead of the Bucks 38.
The Buccaneers
31.
31.
The Bills have the lead and are in control as we begin the final quarter. It's third down with 3 to go.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Danny.
Lynch, the lone setback. And up to the tailback. He's brought down behind the line for a short loss. Well, that didn't cut it. Now they're looking at fourth down.
And they made the decision to just keep it on the ground. Take time off the clock, not force anything. This is a luxury of being at home.
So the punting unit stays on the sideline, and they're going to take a shot here on fourth down.
Hey, watch the ball. We let the pressure move, and let's go one deep.
Looking for room. Rude is there for the tackle at the 22-yard line. Ball
will
on the
start the
22-yard
drive
line.
at the 22-yard line. First and 10.
The Bills come out in the 4-3.
All on us, y'all.
It's a blitz with the adjustment. Number 28 is there on the stop. The rush was on, but it's a nice gain thanks to a nice throw by Garcia.
He read the blitz and he got rid of the ball very quickly. This is the kind of guy you love to have behind center.
Second and 1.
The kind of guy that won't get rattled when he feels a big rush coming.
Clear! Clear!
The backs are lined up in an eye. Number 52 is there for the tackle at the 13-yard line. Good play by the linebacker to get into the backfield and stop the play for no gain.
I'll tell you, that comes from watching a lot of film and knowing the tendencies of the opponent. That was a heck of a play.
Graham, the lone back. No misdirection. Loose ball. The Bills scoop up the fumble. An excellent play towards this fourth-quarter drive. First and 10.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
We turning it up.
The Bucks line up in a 4-3. Give it to the halfback. Carter is there for the tackle at the 18-yard line. Lynch couldn't pick up any blocking on that play. Ball on their own 18.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
Stay at home. Go make a play. It's on. Get it up. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. No more, fella. All right, now. Roy Finn. Don't stop. Don't stop.
Hand it off. Hayward is there on the stop at the 25-yard line.
He's done a pretty good job running the ball on this one. He's one of those guys that can help set the pace, controlling the clock early, and help you close it down by keeping the clock moving late in the game.
Yeah, you see it.
Bucks line up in a 4-3.
Here we go. They soft, man. Nothing. They don't get nothing.
Hand it off to the back. Adams is there for the tackle.
Ball carrier.
They played it safe, stayed on the ground, nothing doing. 4th and 3 coming up.
Here we go, baby.
So instead of the special teams group, they're going to let the offense stay out on the field and take a shot on 4th down.
It's on. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get to it. Deuce it, deuce it.
They'll give it to the halfback. Wilson comes up to make the play at the 30.
That's some good stuff right there. You give it to your back, have him bowl straight ahead for good yardage, and you get a new set of downs to work with.
First and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Lucky.
The Buccaneers line up in a 4-3. He hands it off. They'll spot this one at the 34-yard line. He found the ball carrier to make his 4th stop of the game. Two minutes left.
6. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Come on.
Hands it off to the back. Hayward is there for the tackle at the 38-yard line. Clock rumbles forward for a gain of 4. Tampa Bay pulls a timeout. They have 2 timeouts left. 3rd and maybe 2.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Buccaneers line up in a 4-3. Wilson tackles him, but not before the first down is reached. Lynch, a big part of this drive, picks up another first down.
You know, most of a back's best for effective running is done late in the game. And that right there was an effective run.
He gets the carry. Hay is there for the tackle at the 41-yard line. Nothing dazzling there as they call the same running play twice in a row.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Only one man back.
Let's go. Play hard and fast, baby. Get it, son.
He hands it off. Phillips comes up to make the
Win
play.
on the run.
And the 49-yard
on the
play.
play. First
10th
and
play
10.
of this drive.
Ball
Ball right around the
49-yard
midfield.
line.
Hey, watch the screen. Set. Nothing. They don't get nothing. Do something, do something. It's showtime, baby.
He'll just take it. Tampa Bay calls a timeout. That's their last one. 11th play of this drive.
Ball at midfield. 49-yard line.
Not today. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So they'll just wind the clock down and get out of here with a
And we
win.
gonna take it.
And there's the kneel down by the quarterback.
From the start, from the start. Hey, here we go. Watching the knee, set. Bring it up, bring it up. Up top, up top. Not cross down middle. Let's go. Nothing deep. They worry about us coming. They scared. Here I go. All day, baby. Come on. Here we go, D.
He'll take a knee. Two offenses in perfect rhythm today, lining up the score.
38. The Buccaneers. 31.
This is Al Michaels and John Madden saying goodbye for EA Sports.